everybody. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of All In Sports. It's your man, Lee Ice and the Big Dog. And as you can see, it's that time again. He's back for the Christmas edition. It's DayDay, y'all. What's going on, man?
Everything is always good when you're one of the best in the game today.
Oh, that's right. What's going on, Big Dog?
I'm Lee Ice, just sitting back enjoying this football in this cold weather today. You know, I stepped out for about a half hour, came right back. That's it. And also worked on a new project that Clear Productions will be hearing about, probably make an announcement next week on this show, January the 6th. A new show will be episoding on the network.
Yeah, it's cold out there. Old man, Mr. Freeman, used to tell me, man, it's colder than monkey balls out there.
Yeah.
I don't know how bad that is, but it's cold.
It's cold.
DayDay.
Yeah, Brother Lee, a.k.a.
What you been busy doing?
Lee.
You been busy?
Been busy getting busy, Lee. Keeping all the horsemen's in line.
Hey, man, let's thank everybody for tuning in last week's show. Thank everybody for tuning in this week's show. Like I always say, we are hope we can entertain y'all doing what we're going through. You know, I don't say the word, but I'm always telling you, protect yourselves and your family, especially now with this type of weather. Big Dog, DayDay, you ready to get things started?
You know it.
Yes, sir.
Ready to go all in? Instead of this, give me this. All right. Y'all know what's first on the All In Sports. It's called the All In State of the Union, brought to you by the best there is, the best there was, the best that ever done it. Nope, not Bret Hart. But it is the Big Dog. Big Dog, what's going on in the world of sports?
Breaking news, Lee Ice. Sad news. We're going to start the show off with.
Yeah.
Some people think he's the greatest baseball player to ever play. I'm one of them. Ricky Henderson dies at the age 65, the all-time stolen base leader. How you feel?
Yeah, that's sad. That's well, you know, he's part of our growing up.
Yeah.
Part of our, Ricky. Ricky being Ricky.
Also, breaking news, Lee Ice. Usyk beat Tyson Fury on a split decision just moments ago. He beat him on a split decision. How you feel?
Well, that's it for Fury. That's retirement now.
Could be. Hey, Astros reached a deal, 3 years, $60 million with Walker, first baseman. How you feel?
You know, it's crazy to say, but every time you hear a contract, after hearing that $700 million, it don't even excite me, man.
Michael Vick named coach at Norfolk State for the FCS school. How you feel?
I love it. I love Michael Vick, how he came back from all that adversity he dealt with we all know what, and he's just improving every day, every year. Good move, Mike.
Raiders say O'Connell good to go versus Jaguars Sunday. How you feel?
Who cares about that game?
Trinity says Dennis Rodman was just blood, nothing else. That's his daughter. How you feel?
Oh, wow. That's deep.
I hope this network get this stuff together because he got football coming up Wednesday. Netflix signs a deal with the FIFA Women's World Cup. How you feel?
I'm like you. I hope they do get it together. Football, man.
Curry, Green, held without a field goal as the Warriors got routed this week, Lee Ice.
Yeah, I got hit up a lot about that. You know, that's my squad. That's my man. It happens. I said he's going to go for 50 his next game.
LeBron passes Kareem in another statistic. Go James. WNBA expansion bids went out this week. Lee Ice, we ain't gonna get into Go James. Milwaukee, Cleveland, Philadelphia, Kansas City, St. Louis, Denver, Nashville, Charlotte, Jacksonville, and Houston. The former Houston Comets have put the bid back in to rejoin the WNBA. Donna
I mean,
Olden, the owner of the Jacksonville, former Jacksonville Bull owner. Jason Tatum puts in for the St. Louis team. Patrick Mahomes puts in for the Kansas City team. 76 ownership put in for the Philadelphia team. Cleveland Cavaliers put in for the Cleveland team. And Aaron Rodgers and the Milwaukee Bucks. I said Aaron Rodgers and the Milwaukee Bucks put in for the Milwaukee team. Lee Ice.
yo,
Aaron Rodgers and Ryan Clark beef. How you feel?
I love it. I love the petty. I love it. But it's all stemming. There's a rumor that everybody hates. What's the show Aaron Rodgers on?
Pat McAfee.
Yeah, they say don't nobody like the Pat Mac. All that.
It's the most watched show on ESPN, which is crazy.
Which is
Don't
crazy.
nobody like Pat. I don't like Pat McAfee. I think he's terrible.
Yeah, he's terrible. I don't get. It's just.
He worse than you.
Dang. He ain't worse than Lee. He okay as a commentator.
Yeah, man, they having beef, interior beef. I can't see that show staying on there much longer. I don't know.
I think he's gonna go move to FS1.
Yeah, and I see Stephen A. asking for so much money that he won't be there. They're gonna have to make a choice between Stephen A. and Pat McAfee.
Right. Hey, Leah, it's big news from the college football world. The FCS at that. That's 1AA. The Ivy League will be playing in the FCS next year. So that means Yale would have been in the FCS playoffs this year, and they would probably be in the finals. They were the best college football team in the FCS. How you feel?
Yale and Princeton and all of them.
Yeah.
That's great, man. I love it.
Hey, Clayton Clark getting number 22 retired as a Hawkeye. How you feel?
She deserves it, man. She deserves it.
Alvin Silver feeling heat from all media because the NBA ratings are drastically terrible.
Let's say it all together. TRASH. Trash.
Trash. Just like my man Bubba says it. Trash. Lee Ice.
Yo.
I think that might be it for the State of the Union. Take a commercial break.
All right, y'all, we're going to go to a break. If DayDay on the show, we talking wrestling. That's right, we talking wrestling. You ready, DayDay?
You know it.
All right, before we go to the break, you got to tell somebody, you got to tell them folks what they can, tell them something.
In closing, all the ladies can hop around and join one bandwagon because the Horseman is an all-night ride.
We'll be right back.
Today, why is success a bad thing? Why, if you're a millionaire, you're evil. If you're a billionaire, you're the Antichrist. Why? Because of their pathetic jealousy. You're worried? You're worried that some people don't like you in the locker room? Hell, if you ain't making enemies, you ain't making money. If everybody doesn't hate you, then you are not living up to your full potential. You get one shot at life, one shot, one go around in this world. You take life and you grab it by the throat and you make it give you everything you want and screw everybody else.
Lex!
Yo, who's that? Triple H?
Triple H talking to Seth Rollins.
Authority.
Oh.
The Authority.
The game.
The Fake Corporation 2.0.
You know who I think would make a good wrestler if he retires?
Who?
Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers would make a good. I think he would be perfect on promos or interviews.
He's petty.
All right, DayDay is in the house, y'all. So you know we talking wrestling, and today's topic: wrestling rivalries. Now, before we get started, I want to ask the both of you, what makes a great wrestling rivalry? DayDay.
Chemistry. I'm going to say the aura. Like when you see a rivalry, you might say, it's not good. But the way they mesh in the ring, you'll say, damn, it's like that. Like, think about some of the best rivalries in the past. Ric Flair versus Desteros. They had chemistry across the board. Austin, Rock, Austin McMahon, Taker, Austin, hell, Kane Taker. They, even though their rivalry was like designed to be that great, it turned out perfect. New generation. Let's go with Randy Orton, John Cena. Let's go with Roman Reigns. Let's tie him in with everybody. He had good chemistry with everybody.
So you saying chemistry is the most important, you think?
I'm gonna say yes, because if you ain't got chemistry with nobody, that's gonna flop.
Big Dog, what makes a great wrestling rivalry?
I think the point where they're at in their careers too. I think that's the most important point. Both of them got to be on an upward peak. I think also it will have to be just something generated by the fans, the interest.
Mm-hmm.
I think the longevity of the rivalry plays a big role in it too. How long does it last? Does it last for years or months? Months and long term. Also, I think like they say chemistry does play an important part of it. But I think the biggest key now in this generation is the violence of the rivalry. I think the violence of the rivalry makes some rivalries better than stand out way more than others. And that's why I'm always going to have a problem with the WWF/WWE rivalries from the 2000s to now. Because they've all been, okay. They're not violent enough like ECW, WCW, AEW. They're just not violent enough. And I know we got a new generation of fans. I know a lot of people criticize AEW, but they have a rivalry in AEW that is probably the best rivalry in wrestling, but it doesn't get the credibility, which is Hangman Page and Swerve Strickland.
Yes, they had a good
rivalry. That's the best rivalry in wrestling right now because the violence they have put out has been pathetic. I mean, it's like, dude, are you serious? Are you really doing this? This is like a real fight. So, I mean,
they was going at it.
A lot of people don't look at it like that, but I look at it. I'm an old school fan like you guys. I like the violence because I go all the way back to Larry Zbyszko and Bruno Sammartino. That right there started the rivalry thing for me because it was blood involved.
That goes back to our childhood. Remember, they had to put the X on it. It was so much blood on the screen. They put the damn X on the screen.
Leos, you took the money. You took my blood. Willie.
So, don't y'all think the promos go into it too? You gotta have. You really gotta promote this.
That would probably make Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes one of the top rivalries of all time.
Of course.
I think it also made Nikita Koloff and Magnum TA one of the best rivalries of all time.
Story time, Mama's boy.
Also made Jimmy Snuka and Roddy Piper, probably one of the best rivalries of all time.
Oh, yeah.
And Don Morocco and Pedro Morales. If it wasn't for Morocco, that rivalry probably would have been trash.
Right.
Don Morocco, man, that dude is underrated, man. You think about his style, his promos, the way he came
He's the world champion.
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah, you said
ahead of
he
his time.
was ahead of his time.
I think he was like 10, 20 years too early.
Yep. You hit the nail on the head, buddy.
But I think some of the great rivalries, I mean, there's a lot of great rivalries out there. I mean, Stone Cold, probably his best rival was probably Triple H. Or Bret Hart.
Yeah, Bret.
I think Bret Hart and Stone Cold were probably better than Triple H Stone Cold, Michael Stone Cold, or The Rock Stone Cold, because it felt like they really hated each other.
Yeah.
Stone Cold was on his way up, and Bret Hart was a legend already, so it was like perfect timing. The Rock and Stone Cold were more like, okay, they're on their ladders, they're about to be the greatest, but Triple H is going to probably pass them both, which he did.
Yeah, he did. But I still say my favorite, best rivalry will always be Vince McMahon and Stone Cold, because they did everything to destroy each other.
Man, that was cartoonish, in my opinion. I think the best rivalry would never get credit, Lee Ice, will always be Sabu and the Sandman from ECW. The violence they put in.
Oh,
the blood, the chairs, the electric, the bow wow. Come on, man. I ain't talking about no cartoon segments when Vince McMahon sitting in the hospital and Stone Cold comes as a doctor and beat him up. If you want to say that,
that was funny. I'm sorry, that was funny.
Booker T, Stone Cold was better when they had the invasion of the WCW.
Yeah,
that was a better rivalry.
But you look who you keep naming, Stone Cold.
Stone Cold was probably the catalyst for all the rivalries in WWE from the 2000s. Before the 2000s, Hogan never had a rival.
Because they made him, like you said, they made him cartoonish. He was like a superhero. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't be touched. Although I will say they could have. Put the phone down, DayDay.
I'm sorry.
They could have for a little while. Would you agree, Big Dog? Just for a little instant, it could have been Hogan and the Warrior.
It could have been, but the Warrior. The thing about the Warrior, and a lot of people say, it was a money thing and this, that, but the Warrior's popularity passed Hogan quick.
It did.
Quick. DayDay, put your phone down. WCW had better rivalries because you think about Jimmy Valiant against Paul Jones's Army.
Willie, the blood.
Who else? Ric Flair against
Big Dust.
No, there was another one before the Four Horsemen. That's how the Four Horsemen came about. I want to say it was because of the Freebirds, Michael Hayes in there.
Yeah.
About the Freebirds.
Hey, I'll give you another one. The Freebirds and the Von Erichs.
Yes.
Yeah. That was what?
Yeah, it was Mid-South with the Von Erichs and the Freebirds.
It was that Texas, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Mid-South Wrestling.
Okay, I thought it was.
Yeah, Mid-South Wrestling, and yeah, UWF, too.
How about this tag team? Rock and Roll Express, Midnight Express.
Oh, Lord. They had some good rivalries.
I'll give you the best rivalry, the Road Warriors and the Midnight Express.
We're talking promotion. We're talking chemistry. Big Dog, you mentioned violence. So all that goes into play, of course. But does it necessarily have to be babyface against heel? Can it be babyface? Have there ever been babyface versus babyface rivalry?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
When?
Yeah. Not many, but it's been heel against heel. A lot of heel against heels.
Yeah, heel.
Your biggest babyface rivalry was probably Hogan and the Warrior. Because both of them were babyfaces. Neither of them were bad guys.
Right.
Macho Man was the bad guy.
Warrior, like I said, Warrior, man, he was picking up.
Hogan's rival was Macho Man. But I think Macho Man Steamboat was better. But Hogan. Hogan's rivalry was Macho Man.
Mm-hmm.
I think Flair Rose, Dusty Rose is a good one. Flair Steamboat, Flair Funk, Flair Ronnie Garvin, Flair Hogan, Hollywood Hogan, not Hogan,
Hollywood. NWO style.
Yeah.
Flair, Rhodes, Stone Cold, certain wrestlers they're just gonna bring the rivalry.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go with a funny rivalry. I'm gonna go with Paul the Army versus Jimmy Valiant.
Funny, you said?
Yeah, that's because it was funny when he said
the Army. He was that Army was kind of weak. Only person I liked on it really was the Barbarian.
What about Rick Rude?
Oh yeah, my bad.
And
yeah.
You ain't like Shaska?
And Manny Fernandez.
I never liked Manny Fernandez.
Yeah, like Manny Fernandez.
There's something about him. Even when he was with Rick Rude, I don't know.
What about the Road Warriors? Who's the Road Warriors' biggest rivalry? Was it the Midnight Express? I think it was the Midnight Express.
Me too.
Because they have had some of the classics. The scaffolding match itself was you've never seen it again since then.
I thought it was the Russian.
Nah, I think it was the Midnight Express. But they came up with more matches, incredible matches. The scaffolding match. They came up with the 4-way dog collar match.
But the one thing I loved about the Road Warriors, they fought. Remember they fought Sting and Luger.
Right.
Who was the favorite of that?
Babyface against Babyface. Babyface.
I'm going with the Warriors.
Who else would you say? There's a lot of rivalries. ECW, you had to say Sabu and Sandman. The triple threat against whoever in ECW, Tommy Dreamer. They're like all the ECW against Tommy Dreamer. Everybody want to beat Tommy Dreamer. It's like every week. Who else?
The Gangsters.
Yeah, I mean.
What about what was the?
What about Andre the Giant and John Studd?
Oh yeah.
The real giant.
Kamala, Andre the Giant.
That got a little heated at one time because John Studd was calling himself the real giant.
Bruiser Brody, Abdullah the Butcher. One of the most violent rivalries of all time.
I'm about to say. As soon as you think about that, blood. That's all you think about.
All it was blood.
Blood.
Mm-hmm.
Abdullah the Butcher versus King Bruiser Brody.
Yes, go YouTube that.
Yeah, that's probably the most violent. They pulled everything out, but they just fought all over the arena all the time.
Abdullah the Butcher and the Barbarian.
But speaking of violence, what about our man, Cactus Jack?
Achita, bang bang.
Yeah.
Is it Cactus Jack or Mankind or is it Mick Foley? Which one?
I'm going with Mankind.
I would say him and Undertaker had a good rivalry.
Yes.
He had a rivalry in WCW with man, I forgot the dude. I can say his face. I want to say Magnum for a minute.
I think he had one with Sting too.
Yeah, he had one with Sting. What about Sting and Vader?
Oh yeah, that was a good rivalry too.
Sting and Muta.
Oh yeah, legendary.
You don't
Sting
like Vader.
The Great Muta.
You don't like Vader.
I don't like Vader.
You don't like Vader.
You ain't like Vader?
I didn't understand what was so great about him.
Because of his size and what he could move. He was 400 pounds and moved like he was 100 pounds. That's why he was a freak of nature.
That's why he was called the Big Bull Leon White, baby.
It's still gonna be Leon Baby Bull White.
I got a final score, Leon. Ravens over the Steelers.
Gotta listen to these Ravens fans, man. Congratulations, Ravens fans. Lamar finally came through. He tried to give it away, but he finally came through. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all gonna hit me up talking smack.
Go
Let's
to
hear
commercial break.
what you say.
Go to commercial break.
All right, y'all go to commercial break. When we come back, we're going to wrap it up like a Christmas gift because it is Christmas time. Look at DayDay, y'all, styling and profiling.
Woo!
We'll be right back.
Call my head up on the phone back. Who's like, you got to pick it up with me. And I'll put your butt out for the world to
Oh yeah, when he cussed them out.
Hogan is a real big
Lee Ice. That's Macho Man's hit single.
Rap CD,
Be a man, Hawk.
It
Was it actually a rapper? How he had out?
was. It
Yeah.
really was.
Yeah.
He was really trying to be a rapper, man.
Yeah.
He really was.
The voice.
Macho Man. I look back at
Yeah.
his interviews.
I think him. I looked at a lot of his promos. I think him, Flair, Rhodes, Stone Cold, and The Rock are probably the best ever on the mic.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Those
saying.
are top five.
Top five. I'm looking. I said, damn, he really was. He really was giving it.
His promos was like legendary. More and more you keep watching. Like, damn, this dude was kind of good.
He was the cream of the crop. Did I
The
get
tea bag and the broom and the cream for the coffee.
He was like the cream of the crop. Oh no,
Yeah.
you want to talk to Elizabeth? Go that way.
All right, y'all. We talking rivalries in wrestling. During the break, the Big Dog brought up the biggest one. Tell him, Big Dog.
WCW versus WWE, the Monday Night Wars. That took wrestling to a whole nother level.
And it sure did, buddy. I mean, sometimes I go and watch the whole NWO when it started. You know, the outsiders coming in, and they saying, "Who is that? What are they doing here?" Then it's who was the first one? It was
Scott Hall.
Scott Hall, yeah. And then Nash. The way they built that up, I mean, you couldn't dream of a better scenario.
Nope.
You could not dream of it. And then for Hogan to be their final piece, I mean, I didn't think he'd get better until, hey, he turned into Hollywood Hogan, wearing the
Yes.
black with the black beard and they spray paint and everything. I mean, it
He
couldn't get
actually
no better.
he
WWE, I mean, they couldn't top it. They was blowing them out the water. It
the only
really
thing
was.
they did that was good was making everybody act more realistic, especially with the whole Vince McMahon and Austin rivalry picking up steam because NWO was just dominating, was crushing them. You didn't know who was going to join. 1 minute Michael Wall Street, next the Big Boss Man, the next the Great Muta, Stink was in it.
I mean, it was very understandable knowing why WCW was killing them because I think Ted Turner didn't give them no time limit. Because remember, WCW would go off some weird times, so like 11:25. Like, dude, y'all show up at 11 o'clock, and WWE already been off like a half hour, and they'll still be on fight.
Yep.
Stuff like that. I mean, the little things really played a part in the production. That's why WCW destroyed them for as long as they did. And the only reason I think they did win the money. I mean, WWE ended up getting them because Ted Turner didn't, he gave up Paramount.
Yeah, and someone told Vince to finally focus on who you have. Stop relying on past. Start building up your stars, and that's what made him win because you had people coming like Triple H was coming in, The Rock was coming in, Austin was already there, McMahon. It was just like boom, you already got these guys, push them. That and the NWO was just getting stale because people were like, oh God, NWO here they come again. Then you had the Wolf Pack. Then you had the Black and the Gray. Then it's like,
Goldberg was the last push.
Yes.
What was it?
Goldberg. He was the last saving effort for WCW.
Because Eric Bischoff
got big though. I went to a couple Goldberg matches and
I did too.
That arena was
Me three.
lit.
Yeah, I went to the MCI Center when they had Starrcade here 2 years in a row.
I did too. I had front row seat.
And you had Goldberg. It was lit.
I was there when he kicked Bret Hart in the head so hard that he gave him a concussion.
But like you said, it got oversaturated. Just like the Horsemen, the NWO got it. I mean, they just don't know how to stop. You know, it reaches this point, and then when it got to the Wolf Pack and all that's when it just.
I like the Wolf Pack for some reason.
When Sting became, I was done, man.
Because Sting looked like I'm sorry, but when Sting had let his beard grow out, and then he had the gold, like the devil, but it was tight though with the red and black and I like that, but I felt it got watered down when you kept bringing in people to join the group, and then when you had them reform and be the NWO black and white and red again, and you had the B team. No. I think it should just
got out of hand. You know?
Yeah, to me, NWO should have been Hall, Nash, Hogan, and maybe a fourth member, and then over time, have it grow to let me say 6 members. I would have all of them have the gold, and then have them lose it. Like when WWE formed Evolution, their version of the Horsemen, it was perfect because you didn't have 1,000 members in it. You only had 4. You had Flair, Triple H, Batista, Orton, and it was designed to bring them up to the next level.
So today, who's the rivalries today? Y'all.
Right now it's the Bloodline versus the OG Bloodline. You got CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, but now CM Punk, about to deal with Seth Rollins when they go to Netflix on January 6th.
Then you got the AEW ones. You got
John Moxley versus his Death Riders versus the World. They're not the Blackpool Combat Club no more.
Then you still got Swerve Strickland versus the what's called a Pain Syndicate.
The Hurt Syndicate. Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP.
And you got MJF and what's his name?
Adam Cole, baby.
Yep. So you got those rivalries.
Then you got Mercedes Moné. Then you got Mercedes Moné versus everybody.
Who?
The girls.
Sasha Banks.
Do they have good rivalries?
Who?
Has there ever been a great rivalry among them women?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. China and whoever in WWE.
Yeah, China. Now,
Beat up dudes.
I think you had a great rivalry that was coming ahead in AEW. I think AEW blew it. They could have had very easy had either Chris Statlander or Jamie Hayter take on Jay Cargo. That could have been a rivalry for the years to come, but they blew it, letting Jay Cargo go. They also had a chance with DMD and
Jay Cargill.
And Jay Cargo. So they had some WWE, Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, probably.
Yes.
You know,
but now their top few right now is Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. But what about Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley?
Yeah, that'd be a good feud too. They both have speed and power together.
Yeah, so the women division has its points. Has its chance and stuff.
Yeah.
Guys, take us home.
All right, man. We got to go. DayDay.
Happy holidays, y'all.
Thank you for tuning and coming in on board again. We'll probably see you around WrestleMania time. Do you want to leave the ladies with anything before the holidays?
In closing, girls, if you're between the ages of 35 to 48, you're mine. If you're between the ages of 48 to 45, you belong to Lee. And if you're between the 55 to 58, you belong to the big man Hill himself, because you're just his size. You better learn to love it, because All In Sports is the best thing going today.
I don't have nothing else to say. See y'all next week.
Throw
Happy
it up one
holidays.
time.
Merry Christmas.